When Dean was a little boy, he got hit in the head with the trigonometry book. So now every time he falls asleep, he learns a new math problem.
Okay, so we're going to solve this problem using unit circle. So we have tangent 7 pi over 4. First you have to convert that to degrees, so you do 180 over pi to get 315 degrees. After you get 315 degrees, you have to graph that. So then 315 degrees is in quadrant 4. So then after that you have to find theta. So what is the difference between 315 and 360? That's 45. So then you know that it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So with the 45, 45, 90 triangle, you know the hypotenuse is rad 2 and then the sides are 1 and 1. So then it's negative 1 because it's going down to the negative side, and you already know that tangent is opposite over adjacent, so opposite is negative 1 and adjacent is 1, so then the answer is negative 1.
Dean wakes up thirsty and ready to start his homework, so he reaches for a glass of water to get himself going, but little does he know that that glass of water was left by Bill Cosby, so he falls right back asleep.
So today I'm going to be going over how to convert between radians and degrees. So the formula for converting between degrees to radians is multiplying the degree time by pi over 180, and converting from radians to degrees would be multiplying it by 180 to pi. I'm going to start with converting from radians to degrees. So to do this, I take the radian and multiply it by 180 over pi, like that, and multiply it. And then I can start by cross canceling, so cross out the pi's, and then that would give me 180 over 60, and that can be simplified to be 30 degrees. And then I'll do the same thing for the next one. So you take 3 pi over 4 and multiply it by 180 over pi, and cross cancel, and you can cross cancel here too by that 4 and the 180, and which would give you 45 up here. And so you multiply the 3 times the 45 and you get 135 degrees. For the last one, from converting between degrees to radians, I'm going to take the 90-degree angle and multiply it by pi over 180. And then I'm going to simplify, and that gives me pi over 2. And then on to the next one, 60 degrees. I'll take that and multiply it by pi over 180. I'll simplify again. Give me pi over 3.
I just can do my homework. Okay, so that's done. What else do I have to do? I have a test tomorrow. I need to study hard. Don't need this. Or this.
So this is cofunctions. Cofunctions are based on the relationship of complementary angles. In order to solve for cofunctions, you need the cofunction theorem, which states a cofunction of an angle is always equal to the cofunction of the complement of the angle. So if a plus b equals 90 degrees, then sine b equals cosine a, secant b equals cosecant a, and tan b equals cotangent a. There are 6 cofunction identities that you need to know. One of them is sine theta equals cosine 90 degrees minus theta, tan theta equals cotangent 90 degrees minus theta, secant theta equals cosecant 90 degrees minus theta, and these other 3 is just it flipped. An example of solving for cofunctions is when the question will state something like this, saying write each function in terms of its cofunction. It will give you a given such as sine 30 degrees, and then after that you know that cosine is the cofunction of sine, so you would plug it in. The sine theta equals cosine 90 degrees minus theta. Next you would substitute theta, which equals 30 degrees, and it will read sine 30 degrees equals cosine 90 degrees minus 30 degrees, and you would simplify that and you would get the final answer of sine 30 degrees equals cosine 60 degrees.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a comment and click on the like button. Or you can click here to subscribe. Or you can watch this other video I made with President Trump's use of ethos, pathos, and logos in his recent address to Congress.